Kelsey Morken's contribution to the community.
Coach Morken. I am the varsity volleyball coach here at Spring Grove High School, and I'm also a math teacher. My mom got a job here at Spring Grove High School when I was 5, and we ended up moving to town then, and I've basically been here ever since. Spring Grove has a really unique community, and it's pretty tight-knit, and everyone's very friendly, and everyone's so supportive, even here with all the things we do at the school, in the classrooms, and either on the playing field or on the court as well. So it's really awesome to be in a community that's so supportive in all the different things that we attempt. Growing up in Spring Grove myself, I was able to be involved in so many different activities. I was a 3-sport athlete. I also was in choir, color guard. In my younger years, also participated in some of the youth plays we had in the community. So it was very awesome to be a part of this community as a young age too, and I was able to participate in all the things that our community offers. I ended up going down to Southwestern Community College in Creston, Iowa, and I played volleyball for 2 years. I actually ended up playing basketball as well. That was not my intent to play basketball in college, but I played volleyball for 2 years at Southwestern. After that, I graduated and I moved to Mankato and I went to MSU, and I was done playing volleyball, but I started coaching that year that I moved to Mankato. So I coached at Mankato West for a couple years, and I coached at Mankato Loyola as the varsity assistant for a year, and then I graduated from Mankato. Like I said, I started out coaching in 9th grade, so that was kind of my first experience, was coaching 9th graders, and then I was the varsity assistant. So now I'm the head coach. So I've coached ages, every age, I guess you could say. I run the JO program in Spring Grove as well, and so we start as young as 3rd grade. So I have 3rd grade through 12th graders that I coach regularly throughout the year. I've also run some camps with kindergartners, 1st graders, and 2nd graders, and so you could say I've coached just about every age except for the collegiate level. Since I've been little, I guess my mom has been my coach in 2 of the 3 sports I played in, so I guess I knew coaching forever my whole life, and when I graduated from here, I kind of knew that I wanted to be a coach just as much as I wanted to be a teacher as well, and so when I was done playing at Southwestern, I looked into starting to coach, and that's where I went to Mankato West High School, and I was able to coach the 9th grade team. They called that the C team for 2 years, and then I applied for the head varsity coach at Loyola, and I got the varsity assistant job, and so I coached at Loyola. After that, I moved back home, and I got a job at Maple Canton teaching, and I started coaching there a few years, and then I moved. I've wanted to always be a head coach, and so my mom allowed me to coach with her for many years, and I came over to Spring Grove in about 2010, and I've been the head coach or the co-head coach here ever since then. Oh, I don't even know where to start. There's so many things I love about coaching volleyball. Obviously, I love the sport. I love to teach. I love to work with my girls. So it's just kind of hard for me to pick one thing that I love about it. But like I kind of said with my teaching, I love to build relationships. Volleyball allows me an avenue to get to know my players and I guess our students a little bit better, and to be able to help them out of the classroom, but still kind of in a school environment. And so I love building those relationships and having those relationships carry on, through the rest of our lives. That is a difficult question. Teaching, I think, is ingrained in me and what I do, and so teaching and coaching are definitely something that I would try to do in whatever job that would be. I feel like I have pretty great organizational skills, so if I would do some other job, I think it would definitely have to be with organizing of some sorts, helping in a business in that way. Or I also think that maybe I could, I like things with leadership, so maybe being a leadership coach or maybe a life coach or something like that would be something I would look into. Yes. Actually, tons of rules have changed since I played here at Spring Grove. We used to have traditional scoring, which would mean you only would score when your team served the ball. So games could last a lot longer, and we only played to 15. So when I was in high school, that happened. Or actually, when I left high school and I went to college, we went to now what we have is rally scoring, and so that was a switch for me to learn to go from traditional scoring to rally scoring. So that was one major change. The libero obviously was not a rule or even a position when I played in high school at all, and also we used to be able to block serves, and so that's something that we can't do anymore. Like I mentioned before, volleyball has been an avenue for me to work with a lot of young women in our community, and so I really enjoy that experience and those relationships that we build together. The other thing I like about having this our program is that we can together go help our greater community, and we do many things out in our community in Spring Grove, whether it's with the task takers. Sometimes we help raking yards for other people, or doing other community building or community volunteering activities with our group. So those things have been very impactful in our lives. It also, to me, is I have about 12 extra daughters every year. They become part of our family, and so that's pretty impactful for my family and for theirs. Obviously, our greater community has an awesome impact on our volleyball program, whether they come and watch us play or they support it in different ways if we're fundraising or something like that. But internally, the parents do a lot for our players. The players work very hard in our program. Our athletic director schedules everything for us, and the maintenance crew helps us get organized sometimes with our events and things like that. But so there's tons of people. My assistant coaches that help in the program from the developmental stages all the way up to the higher levels of volleyball. There's tons of people that have been very supportive and help us along the way to be as successful as we are. The neat thing about our program is that, which I'm sure many other programs in the Spring Grove community, is that once you're a part of this program, you're a part of it for the rest of your life. You can come back in and jump in the gym whenever you want and help out, and as we see many of our players do. And we all are kind of interconnected by having this time that we've spent together playing this awesome game of volleyball. So it's a really awesome experience, and that we all enjoy.